On this episode of Shenanigans Rinse Repeat, we revive a 54 Chevy Bel Air after not running for 4 years, and I don't even know how long it's been off the road, but hit it, John. What did we do to it?
We looked at it wrong.
Maybe it liked the flashlight. Hit it. Oh my gosh, it's in. And so it begins. So, are you wondering if he's reviving that Bel Air in his garage, what's he doing driving down the road? I am taking the Ribby to the president of my car club's shop, and I've got some tools with me, and he has two old Chevy pickups there with straight sixes in them, and I'm gonna see if one of them has a decent carburetor on it for my Bel Air. So I'm going to get a carburetor and then swing by a parts store and get a gasket and an intake manifold gasket set, and then go to the house and start tearing into the Bel Air. So I'll catch up with you. Well, the camera battery's dead, so I don't know when. I'll catch up with you sometime. Got me a carburetor and a breather off of that old 51 Chevy truck back there. Ron, if you're ever watching this video, thank you very much. I did not expect to get a full breather assembly, which is a huge help. So it pays to have good friends that are into hot rods, because Ron wouldn't take anything for the carburetor or the breather, and I appreciate that more than I can express. So I'm backing out the driveway, headed home. I'm gonna get a 54 Bel Air to cough to life tonight. All right, so first order of business is I'm gonna get in here and do some vacuuming, and then make a plan after I do some vacuuming. If you're watching this and cringing and wondering, there's no way he's going to try to start that without taking that intake manifold off and cleaning it out. Well, cringe away, because I'm thinking about it. Yep, I am definitely considering it. Where'd my wire go? There it is. Here's my thoughts on it. One, this old 235 is probably not going to be phased very much if it sucks in some debris. And two, I might as well try it. And see what happens. And if it does hurt something, well, just one of those really hard lessons learned, I guess. But I have a feeling that it's not really going to care. Also, the biggest selling point here should be that the mouse nest that I saw was a ball of like insulation, like fiberglass insulation or something, and it was just right here. And as soon as I put the vacuum over it, it sucked it up. And now I'm poking around in there and dragging this hook in and out, and I'm not getting much else. Just a little bit of mouse poop, but I'm really not getting any grass or more mouse nest or any chunks of anything, no nuts. So I really just think I could get away with vacuuming it, and I think I'll stick the air hose down in here and blast it around and then vacuum it some more, and then I think I'm just going to call it good enough. Oh, I got my first chunk of mouse nest out of one of the tubes. But see, what I'm saying is, if you shoot some starting fluid down there and it's got spark and it fires, I think it would take care of that. I don't know. I probably, someday if my channel gets more popular and this gets a bunch of views, I'm sure I'll have a bunch of people in the comments just absolutely freaking the heck out. But it's one of those things where I'm really, really, really anxious to hear this thing run. So I'm willing to be slightly reckless. I cleaned it out. It's pretty clean. So I'm getting ready to make myself a temporary carburetor gasket. Because this one is pretty messed up. If you're watching this and you are thinking, man, this guy's an idiot, he's doing just some really stupid stuff, he's gonna tear something up or break something or prematurely make his engine die or whatever. If you're thinking any negative thoughts, keep them to yourself. I grew up watching my grandpa work on cars, and sometimes you work with what you've got, you do the best you can, and sometimes it works really well, and other times it doesn't. But if it doesn't, I at least get to look back on this experience and learn from it and think to myself, well, I'll put that in the list of things not to do again. I ordered an intake manifold gasket set at O'Reilly and a bunch of brake parts but they won't be in until Wednesday, and it's currently Saturday. And if any of you are watching this and you're realistic and you like hot rods and you're into this kind of stuff, you probably understand I'm chomping at the bit to hear this thing run and seeing if it'll back out to the end of the driveway and back. So I'm throwing it together with what I got here. And what's funny about that is this roll of gasket material that I'm working with belonged to my grandpa. And there's a really good chance that this gasket material roll is older than I am. But it'll probably be better than what was on there. That's the end of my lecture. I'll catch up with you after I get some stuff put together. Why is the trouble light never where it needs to be? Battery tray. I like it. Okay. So, it's officially time to do a fire test and see if anything goes crazy. Well, that's a bad plan. The ground cable does not reach from right there. Okay, here we go. We got stuff making noises. Okay, I don't smell any fires yet. I'm going to check inside. Alright, I'm going to see if the lights do anything. We got nothing going on in here. Battery gauge works. Okay, well, well, that's pretty wild. The fuel gauge works even though there's no tank in the car. It just goes all the way out to full. And then when you turn the key off, it goes all the way back down to empty. It's got a passenger side tail light. It's got no headlight, but I think that's a lack of ground, maybe. Huh. Well, I don't know what to think. I guess I'm going to twist the key a little bit and see if it does something. Oh, baby! Let's tap it again. She wings over right now. That's pretty cool. You wondering if I'm about to shoot starting fluid in it? Ain't no need to wonder. I have a feeling we got no spark. And try her one more time. Well, the starter sounds terrible, but it does turn the engine over, so I don't know that I can ask it to do much more than that. Alrighty, well, now that the cylinders are washed down with ether really well, we'll let that just dry out and check for spark. After I get a beer. Because that was exciting enough to justify a beer, right? like, okay, I'm ready now.
Maybe.
It may be super thirsty with that.
What are these other wires for?
Oh, we
Just for the alternator?
we don't talk about those yet.
They might be a key in this situation, though, is what I'm getting at.
Well, maybe. I think they're alternator related. All right, contact.
It says no.
But it did say.
It did.
Earlier, it did nothing at all. Well, that's not super hot, so that's good. Barely even warm. The Malibu ground wire.
You take a flashlight and shine through the
Uh-huh.
little tickets. He doesn't know what that is. Keep doing whatever you were doing.
Yeah, it likes a lot less fuel than we were giving it.
Okay, give it a lot less fuel.
But
It's getting closer there. That's the fastest you can crank yet.
but the final one's probably ready. Super high tech fuel system.
Hey, we're getting there. Slowly.
So yeah, I guess our lesson we've learned is don't touch the carburetor. It just wants to do its own thing.
I killed it.
Come back here and run this, and I'm gonna see what I can do up here.
I killed it when I hit it with ether.
Is the red light blinking? It is.
Ready?
Yeah. There. Yeah. On this episode of Shenanigans Rinse Repeat, we revive a 54 Chevy Bel Air after not running for 4 years, and I don't even know how long it's been off the road, but hit it, John. What did we do to it?
We looked at it wrong.
Maybe it liked the flashlight. Hit it.
It says the same thing.
Dude. So now why won't it idle? Because this carburetor is off of a dump truck and Lord knows how long it's been sitting. Do you think we're on fire, or it's just all the oil I've been soaking the engine in for the last week?
I think that's probably what it is, yes. I think we're good. I mean, you got a fire put around your thing anywhere, just in case?
Yeah, I've got one in the Rivian and one in the Malibu.
Might not be a bad idea to have one a little closer by. That's not quite fire putting out material.
Yes, it is. All right. You got the whole side? Ah!
Let her eat.
You might want to hold that funnel just a tiny bit. It really gets to flopping. Huh.
Go ahead. Says no. Taking a nap again. You got your fuel tank over there.
All right. Noted. All right. Listen up. I want to hear some more.
That's a lot of smoke. Maybe we should let it sit for a while. Let it cool off. Make
Yeah,
sure
we
nothing's
need
on
to-
fire.
We need to keep a close eye on the mouse nest.
Because you did have a nice little backfire there.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a fire watch stay here for a little while.
Everything's good underneath.
Ignition off. It's alive. For now.
All right. There you have it. This went way faster than I thought it would. Can't keep a good old Chevy down. Or a good old Ford. You can keep Mopars down, though. Way down. Thanks for watching. Dad wanted to come by and hear it run. He doesn't like being on camera, so I have to trap him. You want it better yet?
That might help.
So you think it'll go without the front pack?
I don't know. Try it.
Can you believe it?
Well, yeah, I can. Golly, that fan's close to the radiator.
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit.
Contact.
guess back then they didn't have shrouds, so they put the friggin' fan a half-inch from the radiator. Jesus, that's close.
Yeah, it is really close.
Yeah, you just barely bump something with that, and you're gonna be in your radiator. That's probably less than a half an inch.
Well, I forgot. This has been in a front end deal.
oh,
It hit a ditch. That's why that fender you're leaning on is all out of whack. But even before then,
I don't think it pushed the radiator back because everything there looks pretty, you know.
They bent the core support here. You see the paint kind of got.
oh yeah. So I was telling some of the car club guys, anytime there's a cicada running wild in here, he's also excited about the car ride.
I guess. He's trying to stay alive.
I was telling some of the car club guys, anytime I see them, it's always, you got to hear a day in the life of a hot rodder with Jake. So Wednesday we drug home the Bel Airs. Friday I worked 8 to noon, and then mowed until 3, and then did the valve cover gaskets on the Rivy, and then
Did you get Rivy done?
went to the club cookout. Before I went to the club cookout, I hung a tire off the back bumper of the Bel Air and shoved it in here with the Rivy.
Oh shit!
Flew to Shelbyville in the Rivy, still burning the oil off of the manifolds. I worked 8 to 2:30 today. Got off work, flew to Neoga, yanked a carburetor off of a 51 one-ton truck that's been sitting for who long? No, I don't even words. And threw it on here. Didn't work, so we took it apart, cleaned it, put it back together. It just sits here and idle.
It's because they're just simple.
Yeah, there's
Nice and
2
straightforward.
adjustment screws to
Yeah.
it. 1 jet.
So, here's the thing. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Didn't take the intake manifold off. I just vacuumed it thoroughly, blew it
Well,
out.
I was wondering
blew it
when
out
you
with
said
the
it was
air
running, I
hose.
thought, damn, I can't believe somebody had the gaskets in stock.
So, O'Reilly's website shows they're in stock. And I called and I wanted to have them set them aside, and they said, no, we have to order them. They won't be here until first thing Monday. And I said, I don't think you realize how excited I am to get this car running. So I came home, I looked down in there with the flashlight, and decided I think I could get it clean enough. And it's an old Chevy straight 6. If it gets some rat poop in it,
It's
it ain't
gonna
gonna
eat it.
care.
It's gonna eat it.
So,
It's not like the new ones that would be like,
yeah.
that's not right.
Yeah, so I vacuumed it out, blew it out with the air hose, vacuumed it out some more. I took some baling wire, kind of old wire, put a hook on one end, went all the way down inside one side, pulled a little bit of mouse nest out, but mostly just poop. And then down the other side, same thing, vacuumed it some more, blew it out some more, and thought, sending it. It'll burn up whatever's left in there. And it has done it flawlessly. We chased spark issues for a while.
Hood spring's kind of cool.
Yeah, it makes it lift really easy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to clean the points. They were completely corroded, like not working. And then we had to hot wire around the resistor.
I saw that.
The resistor fried. I was trying to open and close the points with a flathead to see if they were actually doing it. And I shorted out, shocked the piss out of myself. And between my burnt hair and the burnt resistor, it was disgusting smelling. And then I put a test light on one side of the resistor, good light. Other side,
Nuh-uh.
barely a candle amount of glow. So I called Zach and I got his opinion, and he's like, as long as it's short term, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But he said if you run it long term,
These are cheap too.
it'll burn up your coil. But he said short term won't hurt it a bit. And then we were trying to feed it through the top of the carburetor with starting fluid.
And then we come up with that.
And then
That's sweet, man.
John was trying to figure out how to make that work. And I was hesitant. I was like, man,
So if you want to
really
run it
don't
longer, you just get a bigger funnel, right?
Yeah. We had this. Where's the first funnel? We've already upgraded
We
fuel
had this
system.
one. Just had to crank that thing a little harder.
That's a good idea, though.
It works.
I mean,
Once we got the needle and seat figured out. The
It was a
first
little
attempt, it was just kind of dumping raw fuel in.
yeah.
I have bigger funnels too. think maybe we probably better just.
I think probably, maybe hooking up that thing that's supposed to take the noise and sand and smoke out that way would be a good idea.
You don't need that.
Yeah.
No need.
No.
So I think
Once you're going down the road, it just goes down underneath the
Yeah,
car. It's
bellows
fine.
out. I think I'm gonna have to bring it over there and lift it up in the air to do any kind of decent exhaust work. I can't.
So you got to get the brake stuff, right? You
Yeah,
said somebody
so-
had that or could get it.
I ordered shoes, hoses, wheel cylinders.
Have Zach come down here with his roll of copper line and have Zach run
Yeah.
lines.
And then Monday, I need to find somewhere that has a master cylinder that's not $230.
Where is the master
I was going to
cylinder?
say where.
It's under the driver's floorboard.
Oh.
That's handy.
And
I'm
then
saying it's not there.
drums are special order. I have to pay ahead of time to have them ordered in.
Right.
And they're $71 a piece, which
That's not
that's
horrible.
not bad for brand new drums. And this one has no drums on it.
Oh, it has none.
I don't think.
Oh.
Just at a glance, he said they took them off the rear
The
because they were
brakes won't
seized.
work then without that.
No.
So I was going to say, hell, just clean up the ones you got for now. But if they're not on there, then.
You can't spin up what's not there.
Okay, the front has drums. The rear does not. He said they took them off because they were seized. The rear brakes were seized.
We know about seized rear brakes, don't we, Jake?
Yeah. John, have you watched the episode about the GMC
I don't
twisting
think
up the drive shaft like a pretzel?
so. No, but I'm gonna have to now.
The